I'm going to just ask a couple of questions that you can answer me in relatively rapid fire today. We're just going to have some fun. And I want to clarify a little. What I understand is that you have made a commitment to us to do your absolute best for this whole year, but to stay in touch with us for a whole year is even more important, because life is full of ups and downs, and I don't know what's going to come, and we don't know what's going to come. And I hope you make 365 days of 100% raw food diet, and that you get enough sleep every day and all the exercise you want, and life is perfect in every way, and all of the things that are good in the world. But life has a way of imposing challenges and growth opportunities and chances for us to prove our mettle and hone our skills. So I'm thrilled that you stay with us. I think the accountability factor of being with us for a year and letting other people interact with you is really just a huge part of what makes this a special opportunity for you and for everyone else who's viewing. So what I'd like to do is ask if we can just go 1, 2, 3, respond, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, rather than I'm not going to ask you to, spend a few minutes with each. But for my first thing, favorite fruit, if you had to name one. Don't all jump at once.
Apple. Honey crisp apple.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. Any specific kind?
Wild blueberries.
Wild blueberries. And?
Hotchip persimmons.
For me,
Hotchip persimmons.
Hachia persimmon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hachia persimmon is a type of persimmon. Just so people know, Hachia persimmon is a type of persimmon. There's only 2 types. The other type is called a fuyu. Within each type, there's about roughly 5,000 varieties. And as you figure out which is which, maybe eventually you'll come to have a specific one that's your favorite. We'll see where that goes. Okay, and if you were going to make a top 3 list of vegetables, what's on your top 3 list?
Mushrooms.
That's 1 of 3. Letitia?
Oh, tomatoes, mushrooms. I do like onions, but I don't know how they would fit in raw onions. So
okay. Feather, top 3?
Cherry tomatoes, avocados, and I really like kohlrabi a lot.
I'm sorry, it was either me or you, but you cut out. Can you repeat it for me?
Kohlrabi, tomatoes, and I like avocados a lot too.
Cool. Okay, Sylvie?
For me, the fruit, I didn't say it's figs, but I don't have enough here in Quebec. So bananas, I would say I would live on bananas and dates. But for the vegetables is zucchini, cucumbers. I love them. And yeah, maybe tomatoes. Yeah.
Okay, Letitia, what's the food you eat most commonly?
Bananas. I love peaches. I forgot about that. And I like lettuce, Roman lettuce.
Heather, if I was going to meet you and you were eating, what would I see you eat more often than any other food?
Bananas.
Bananas. They're the go-to guy of the raw food movement. Sylvie?
Yeah, bananas and dates, but I have I like them in cocoa powder, so I don't know if it's okay. Is it raw cocoa powder?
You'll never see raw cacao powder, but that's okay. It's up to you if you want to
Carob?
eat cacao powder and carob powder you can find raw.
Okay.
From South America, no longer from Europe.
Carob.
From South America, you can still buy raw cacao, raw carob. Yes.
Okay.
Letitia, what are you going to make me?
What am I going to make you? For when?
For dinner.
Oh, I'll probably make you a raw burger.
A raw burger. Oh, I'll eat it. Heather, what's for dinner? I'm coming over.
Probably a big salad with a really yummy, like slaw, sort of like a cross between a slaw and a salad. So I'd mix all that together with wonderful colors and tomatoes and different colors of cherry tomatoes, orange, yellow, red,
We're
and
gonna eat well.
make it festive and enticing.
Ooh. Sylvie, I'm coming to Canada.
Okay, I think I would prepare the recipe we just learned today. It would be wonderful. The marinated mushroom for you, Dr. Graham.
Yeah, if you serve me cucumber noodles, it'll always work. It'll always.
You'll stay over, okay?
Letitia, it's February. It's not notoriously like the prime of fruit season in Florida or anywhere in the States. It's good. There's good fruit to be found. But what are you eating in February? What are
Um,
the fruits you're
I've been
finding
eating.
now?
I've been eating grapefruits, oranges, peaches. I found some peaches and some plums. I
South
did,
America peach.
yeah, I did bring a watermelon with me to my for my visit here, and that was cut up for me, and a cantaloupe. But those, there was like only 3 left in the store when I bought it, so they are out of season, I suppose. But I found them.
Feather, what's predominating your diet? What are you eating in February in Colorado?
Well, of course, bananas. Um, Blueberries just went on sale, $4 for a pound of organic blueberries and a nice big juicy sweet one. So I'm buying a lot of those. I'm having a hard time finding mangoes after living in Costa Rica for 5 years and running the organic farmers market. Uh, I open them and they're black inside. It's disheartening, but I have found a few that they don't taste anything like Costa Rica mangoes, but they're good. Let's see. Oh, dates from the date people from Jamie. He sent me 20 pounds of barhis and Amir Kaj, which are from Morocco. I've been to Morocco, and man, they're good. A whole box of them. So I can kind of add those, keep my calories so I don't get too skinny. And it is cold, and we just got about 1.5 feet of snow last night. So I have to stay warm.
Wow.
So yeah, those are the things I'm getting.
Cool. And Sylvie, what are you eating in February?
Oh, what I eat in February here in Quebec, and we have lots of apples. It's the place for apples here. So we have so many apples. So I decided to shred them, to grind them, and to yeah. So I do I eat this for breakfast with spirulina and mangalo, c'est quoi? Moringa powder.
Mhm.
So it becomes green. So that's what I eat for breakfast, like 2 or 3 apples, and it becomes all green. I have 3 ingredients. I don't know if it's okay, but I put powder spirulina and mangola. And yeah, I eat bananas and dates. A lot of bananas and dates and apples. That's about it.
Yeah, one last question for each of you. Uh, every once in a while, we bump into challenges, and in our diet, certainly, whether it's food or recipes or social things or your own motivation or many other possibilities. Occasionally, we bump into a challenge here related to our show, not just your life. Although sometimes it's social emotional that is the challenge. You know, something outside happens. So, my question is, what's the most recent challenge that you found yourself in, and how did you do with it, or how did you succeed with it?
So my most recent challenge was I went into work for very long hours the first 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I didn't know it was a challenge. and I didn't succeed in this challenge. So the guys were going to get something from work. Somebody came in, interrupted me as I was saying, okay, just get me a vegan dish. And when they left the room and the lady was with me, I was like, oh no, I just ordered a hot vegan dish. So even though it was vegan, it wasn't raw. And so I have to turn my brain on now to, and I had all my raw stuff with me, but I didn't know it was going to be gone for 10, 12 hours a day. So that's all I could think of was like, oh no, my day's going to be long. So long story short, I just have to think more consciously about that, what I'm ordering, or just saying no.
That's okay. It's real, right? It's real. Okay, Feather?
It's winter time here, and I'm actually healing from probably a lifetime journey of having hepatitis C. My mother died of it, and I've got some major issues going on. I'm finding it's very limiting to just eat banana smoothies with blueberries, and maybe some occasional dates. My family eats cooked food, so those smells are going through the house. I'm involved in this cooking show, which I love, but it's really challenging not to be able to. I actually can't eat this food right now because I have arthritis symptoms flaring up, headaches, congestion, all kinds of stuff still happening after I stopped taking the Epclusa. And so the challenge for me really is limitation. Like I get overwhelmed. I just am, sometimes I just feel like crying because my diet is so restricted right now. But the good news is that I am feeling there's improvements. I'm having less headaches. I'm having less inflammation in my knuckles. So I feel like I'm going the right direction by doing just fruit, maybe and taking all the vegetables out, all the lettuce, and I miss it. I miss eating a salad. I miss chewing. I'm just blending and eating just soft foods. So that's a challenge. It's been very challenging. And it's wintertime, so no overt fats. It's my third winter of no overts, and managing to keep my weight on, but it's harsh. I feel like
Okay, it's hard.
really
Anybody want to voice some support for Feather that she'll definitely weather this winter?
Feather will weather.
Feather, you can do it.
Feather, you can do it, Feather.
I have every confidence in you, Feather.
We'll
Keep
be
your
with you,
why
Feather.
and keep your why in front of you. Your why is going to help you
Exactly.
get through.
A lot of people
Uh-huh.
try to get through challenges like yours with willpower. I do not. I don't think willpower has anything to do with it. I think your reasons why and the goals that are out in front of you, what are you heading towards? What are you moving away from intentionally? What are you moving towards intentionally? And those are the important things. Sylvie, I'm sure you've faced no end of challenge in Quebec.
Yes, I made myself a nice salad like usually, and then is everything okay in there? I put some nutritional yeast, and then I put some apple cider, and so I went online and I asked if questions, and Brian helped a lot because I had put brag as well. It's very salty. So he explained to us about the salt. He explained to us about the nutritional yeast, and all the other girls also gave me very good. And I said, yes, but how about the B12? And oh, you can find it in the soil, and if you eat organic. It was wonderful. But then at night I said, oh, I'm going to do some burgers like Dr. Graham's burger. I have broccoli, I have carrots. Yeah, it's wonderful. I have zucchini. Yeah. So I started to do this, but then I didn't have avocado. So I said, how am I going to stick this together? So I said, oh, shea and water. Yeah. So I made a gel. It didn't work. So, maybe oil. I had avocado oil. I tried. Didn't work. And then at 11 at night, I was in bed and I said, oh, I have avocado, frozen avocado. So I put it out in the sink, but then, sorry, I think about it in the afternoon, and at 11 at night, I said, oh, the avocado is unfrozen. It's in the sink. I need to do it now. So I start to do my burger at 1 in the midnight, 1 in the morning, put it in the dehydrator. Then in the morning, it was still not as, he said 2 hours each side, but so it lasted all day long. And then I was wondering, I gave some to my daughter and she said, Mom, there's a little taste. Is it the avocado in the dehydrator? Maybe too long, or is it? So I was wondering, I'm not sure, but I like it, but she's
That's a great story. That's just a fantastic story. And for everybody who's listening, I'm sure everyone can relate that not every recipe goes right. Not every challenge is instantaneously solved. And we learn as we go. This is a process to learn as we go. And bless you for each of you for, being willing to say, hey, it's like, I'm doing the best I can here and I'm learning as I go. And next time Letitia faces this challenge, she's going to be a little more prepared.
Yeah.
And the next time Sylvie faces something like this, she'll it's like making a connection for food. You only have to make the connection once. There's 100 ways to do it wrong. You figure out one way to do it right, and then you can just keep doing it right and maybe find some variations. Feather, winter is going to end. There will be spring.
Very soon.
Very soon. Well, in Colorado, it could be June. I don't know.
Well, guys, it was
Right.
awesome to hear your stories.
Cool.
And
Thank all three of you so much. Bless you. We'll talk again soon. But
Thank you.
yes, thank you for participating with us. Larissa, it's your show.
I have one more question. Letitia, before you go, what was the highlight of this week?
The highlight of this week was that except for that instance, I stuck to raw and I lost 1.4 pounds and I exercised 5 days a week.
Wow, congratulations. That's the
Thank you.
winner. Yes. And Feather, what was the highlight of the week?
You fun, Charlie.
Yeah.
You fun, Charlie.
I have to say, hands down, it was the support of all of you that helped me get through this week. And Larissa, oh my God, I feel like you're an angel and a godsend. Telling me to just eat the fruit has made the difference in the world. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And Sylvie?
Oh my gosh, it's the same. I don't want to repeat what the Leticia said, and Feather is the same, but as well, it was like a breakthrough when I understood my dehydrator, because I think I didn't put enough air, and because I don't have the Excalibur, like the very quality one, but I understood that if I had let air going through more, it would have been easier, but I kept like the humidity inside. So now I understand more, and I'm also motivated to continue.